Hello, Libra, and welcome to your August general message. Please take what resonates, release what doesn't. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning person, thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming back. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if it resonates, and leave a comment to claim it. First card up for Libra is Resolve the Conflict. Why do I feel like this came out for you in a recent reading? Check back at your last reading that I posted for you, but I do feel like this is on the forefront of the month of August, resolving the conflict within. It feels to me like somebody going through a lot of soul searching or deep, it just feels like deep soul searching to me. Manage your time. I see a lot of purple, so someone can be receiving a lot of messages, downloads, insight, having some things pop up for them. Look at the color. I mean, you cannot help but it sticks right out. And this is the purple, which we're talking crown chakra. We're seeing a lot of green, that's heart chakra. I feel like there is something, and I love this, resolve the conflict, manage your time, welcome the change. I feel like it has been a very turbulent time frame for Libra where they are really doing, I kind of feel it feels ascension to me. They're doing some deep soul searching. They're looking at, where they're investing their time, energy, and effort. They're recognizing something that needs to shift and change. I do feel like they're taking action and moving towards that, although it does feel like it has not been an easy process. Let me say it like that. Let's grab one more card and we'll start clarifying what we got going on for Libra. One thing at a time. Yeah, I do feel, and it's interesting. Bottom of the deck is peace of mind. Somebody's trying to balance something out. When I looked at this card right here, you see the two faces, and I felt Gemini energy with that. When I see this card each and every time, I do feel Gemini with this as well, because you see the two. Uranus is in the sign of Gemini right now, so whatever house that is activating for you, there is that major radical shift and change that keeps like popping up and happening in that area of your life, right? So that Uranus energy does bring about a radical shift and a radical change. And again, it doesn't feel to me like, I feel whoever I'm talking to, you recognize this, right? You know this. As a Libra, Gemini is your sister sign, right? It is. And then what do we got going on in Aquarius is Pluto is sitting in there. So both your sister signs are pretty activated with some serious transformational, radically shifting and changing energies, right? Take what houses that resonates in for you and you can put more of the puzzle together. We have the Four of Water. I feel this Four of Water talks about somebody who is, it just gives me that lackluster feel. Like it's just not, I just feel it's just not vibing, right? It just feels lackluster. It feels like there's like this emotional blah kind of energy. Bottom of the deck, there's you showing up, justice energy. So I feel there's a situation, and I do feel like specifically a situation. Can be more than one, but I'm feeling strongly one situation where you're just not, like, there's something about it where it's just, I just feel this ugh or blah, or just like I'm not emotionally excited, anything about that. It just feels like ugh, just a blah kind of emotional feel to a connection, a situation, an experience, something like that. I feel like you've been conflicted about this, and I feel like you're trying to figure it out. Next card, oh, wow, it popped out because I did shuffle, right? There's the Justice card again. That's you claiming your power, taking your power back. Four of Fire. There's just something I feel like is out of whack, and I feel you know this, and I feel like you've been going within and doing some really deep soul searching, trying to resolve, and I feel like it's a conflict. I feel like within yourself, maybe you don't recognize, like, Why don't I feel happy about this? Why don't I feel anything about this? Why don't I feel, it just feels like a stagnant emotional energy. And I feel upon discovery and resolving the conflict within, you're just, I kind of feel recognizing that it's, it just feels to me like it's not worth your time, energy, and effort, whatever this connection or situation is. I kind of feel like you're just, maybe struggling to come to terms with, I just don't vibe with it anymore. I just don't feel excited about it anymore. I just don't feel emotionally connected to it anymore, whatever this is. And I feel like it's a challenge. This has been a challenge you've been going through as you've been working on creating this shift and this change, taking one day at a time, seeing where things go. And again, I'm glad I called out those planets and those sister signs of yours, because it is pretty intense energy for them air signs. Air and fire are lit up right now, and there's just no other way about saying that. So anyhow, what I do see is on the end coming through is for you to return the stability, the balance, the fairness, the peace of mind. That's what I'm seeing coming through, being restored. Wow. These cards flipped out. We have the Magician and the Sun came out like this. I feel the need to pull this upright, but I want to start it with this, right? I feel like something has been disrupting your happiness, your joy. There's been something, which is why this resolve this conflict. It's been that, like I said, with this Four of Waters, right? It's like not, there's no light, there's no bright, there's something that's just not. And I feel like it's because of something you're not seeing. um, I feel like there's a knowing, though. That's the thing. The Sun in reverse coming out like that also gives me the feeling of this new moon that's going to be taking place on the 12th of August. It is a new solar eclipse moon in the sign of Leo. I feel during that period of that time is when you can see something, whatever this something is, that I feel very lackluster. I just feel not emotionally connected to, tied to, anything like that is going to, it's going to be gone. It's going to be done. It's going to be over. Whatever has been like almost like covering up or like shielding the sun from shining, the happiness from coming through, that sort of thing. It almost gives me the feel like, you know, I don't really want to. I do want to say it, and I don't want to say it, because my vibe is saying to me something has been dampering your spirit, and I do feel intentionally, right? I feel like you've been working towards manifesting something, and I do feel like it's peace within, balance within your home, your life, your family, your relationships. That is your energy, right? And there's been something I feel behind the scenes that you couldn't see. I do feel you are going to see it now, though. And I also recognize three major arcana cards in a row, right? That's a pretty significant deal. This is a major life. This is a very big injustice has happened in the past. And it has blocked, I feel in the past, it has blocked something from being seen that resulted in like a delay of manifesting something. Now I feel like it's being uncovered, discovered, the hands of justice are coming through, balancing the scales, and that manifestation is coming through as well. So let's grab one more card. Yeah, Three of Air. And it's so happy to be with that sun. Somebody's going to be heartbroken. Woo, Hanged Man, another major arcana card. I feel someone's going to be heartbroken because I do feel there was an external energy that was trying to dim your light, that was trying to impose blocks, stops, challenges for you to move forward, to get what was right there, and just to bring light, laughter, love, growth into a situation. And it feels like there's been an external hand at play somewhere. I feel whoever I'm talking about with that person or that energy they're going to be stuck, hanging in limbo, right? As you're moving forward, once this news comes through, it does feel to me, look, there's the Ace of Swords too, with the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Earth. This, wow, world, strength, Empress. It does look to me like somebody was doing something behind the scenes. There is a discovery that gets made. It feels to me like it was in regards to, I don't, it feels to me money. Honestly, it feels to me money. Like somebody was trying, the sun in reverse was trying to keep hidden something about, it could have been generational wealth, it could have been about an inheritance, it could have been some shady ass lawyer if you're involved in a situation who was trying to do some underhanded things not to have to pay something out. I feel that person that's going to be stuck in limbo is going to be going through the Five of Earth. They're going to be feeling, it's like what they were trying to get someone else to deal with, the challenges they were imposing through ill will and intent on someone else, like that's coming, returning to them. Right? They're going to be sitting in that. They're going to learn the law of attraction. Don't do unto others as you want done unto you. And if they didn't want that done unto themselves, they shouldn't be doing it unto others. That's exactly how I'm feeling about this. Go with the flow, let things happen. So I do feel it is really strongly associated with those first three cards that showed up. I feel like this is, patience isn't my strong, so it's hard for me to get on here and say, be patient. But I do feel like it's important to be patient, go with the flow, see what comes, see what goes, um, because I do feel like this is coming to you, regardless of if you're out there searching, fighting, and everything else to get it. Look, another one of those corresponding colors. This says, don't worry, be happy. And this shows somebody who's standing on the edge, right? This is somebody wanting to take a leap of the faith. Maybe they're a little fearful. There are supporting angels, or they're mermaids, really, around this person, waiting for this person to take the leap of faith so that they can enjoy their company, have fun with them, collaborate with them, celebrate with them. I just feel like they're waiting for this person to let loose, let their guard down, to let go, to take that, feel like you are in all of this. Seven heavenly virtues showing up. This is like wishing upon a star and having it brought right to you. All this little angel is doing, this beautiful little angel is holding their hands out there, and they're receiving. They're receiving what is rightfully theirs, is what I'm seeing. All right, let's grab a couple more cards. What other energies do we need to know for the sign of Libra during the month of August? Libra for the month of August. No, letting go. Yeah, I definitely feel you letting go. Face your fears. We've seen that with this, take a leap of faith. Don't worry, be happy. This is you facing your fear. I do feel you have a fear of letting go. And I really feel drawn when I'm saying this, that you have a fear of letting go of someone because maybe it's a fear that they're never going to be a part of your life anymore. If you are that person that I'm talking to and this is really hitting home for you, I want to say this. I don't feel like it's a permanent thing. I just feel, I mean, for some of you it's going to be, but I don't feel like you're going to be the one who is having a hard time facing a fear of letting go. I feel the ones who fear letting go because they may never have a relationship or a connection with this person again. I just feel like your paths are taking you on different directions for a minute, or I say a minute, but a minute can be a year, a minute can be two, and I don't know how long it's going to be, but I do feel, you know, it'll be okay in the end, is how I'm feeling with this. So let's pull a couple more cards for the sign of Libra for the month of August. Unicorn invites serendipity in. Yeah, I do think it's important for you to release, to allow this energy to go. Wow, bottom of the deck. Seven heavenly virtues and originality, blaze your own trail. I kind of feel it's like whatever this time frame feels to me, it feels like somebody needs to go and learn some lessons about how to treat people properly, right? And on the other hand, I feel like you need to go and learn some lessons or learn some things about, you know, being connected to reciprocating higher vibrational energies, not lowering your standards or your tolerance for disrespect, right? I kind of feel like two people are going on two different paths so that they can learn something. I feel like yours is from a higher, because Libras love what's right, fair, and just. They're all about, if they're a high vibrational Libra, they're on the upright. They like peace, balance, harmony. They like all that. I feel like somebody was trying to keep somebody off from shining, being vibrant, being happy, having what they desire, that energy of what's right, fair, and just, by doing something. And I feel that energy who was lower vibrational, like I feel that hanged man energy where they're going to have to go through some sort of enlightenment. They're going to have to recognize the consequences of what the chaos, drama, conflict. They're trying to keep somebody out of something or keep something away from someone. I think they're going to have to go through some really serious life lessons. So it does give me the vibe of, just people going down two different paths. I do feel for some of you, this person will ultimately at some point in the future come back into your life. For others of you, I don't think that's going to be the case, and I don't think that you really care. I'm just talking about for the ones who are like, I have a fear of letting go, because what if I never get to see this person, or I love this person, and what if they, we never reunite or make up or this, that, and the third thing. I just feel like it's time for two people to go down two different paths so one can, make up for lost time, because it definitely feels like somebody was sabotaging their success and their victory, and their movement forward. And I again, I feel someone else will have to go down that path of going through some sort of enlightenment is how I'm feeling. I hope this serves you well, Libra. I do send you an abundance of peace, love, and light. If this video resonates with you, please like the video, leave a comment to claim the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, my link is in the description box below. Thank you. Have a great day. I'll see you back here next week for the readings on the new solar eclipse moon in Leo.